Welcome to a highly organized and prompt stream. We're 5 minutes early.
Wow.
Wow.
Arms
That's
in
a
the
lot of
air.
gameplay, okay, in this group.
I was gonna
Make
say
or break the day.
we usually start game like 10 minutes after we're supposed to. And I am 95% of that problem. I can own up to that. I can publicly say I am the issue when it comes to
I'm
scheduling.
I'm at least 50%, so that math doesn't work.
I'm gay. Whoever said I could do math? Bleh.
Oh my
I think it can be
goodness.
both. Well, welcome to Hellions of Carnocht, Season 2, Episode 18, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play. I'm getting pretty good at that little bit. Only that bit. That's the only bit of the intro I'm getting good at. My name is Vash. I am your DM, or Game Master, for the evening. We are going to play some games, roll some dice, maybe have some existential crisis. Who knows? It's about that time in the story arc. I am joined by my wonderful cadre of friends. We have Yenna, who is played by Shalane.
Hi, I'm Tanya. Dani. Yenna.
I fucking forgot to
Ye-
say your name, Dani. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I was like internally, I fucking killed that.
It's fine. I was gonna repeat it anyways.
I'm gonna go and sit in a corner and think about what I just done. Bye.
Okay. Well, while the DM's doing that, Yenna definitely is having an existential crisis. So, nothing makes sense except it does make sense. It's kind of where she's at right now. She also has to figure out what the fuck is going on with her, and that means cornering Balthazar, which right now is very difficult because there's a machine. Just any machine is a problem, I think, when he's here.
Agreed. Any machine is a problem. I mean, we're not going to mention the state of the world. We have Gwynn, played by Sedona, who goes by @Anotetsu.
Hi, I'm Sedona. I play Gwynn. She's got so many. I don't even want to call them secrets. She's not being secretive. She's just not talking. She's just bad at talking, I should clarify.
It's still a
Secrets
secret if
by
you're not telling
omission.
people.
Yeah.
I guess
seriously.
secret by omission. Not intentional secrets.
She's not being shitty, she's just shy.
She's just shy.
We have Noelani, played by Babs, who goes by @MustacheBabs.
What's up, everybody? Excited for Noelani to make a decision about where she stands and all of this. And if she's gonna have a freak out about it. I don't know. We're gonna find out together.
Great.
We have Yulie, played by Dukes, who goes by @DexBonus.
Hello. I think Yulie is maybe going to be okay this episode. I'm manifesting it. I think she's had her freak out. I think she's fine now.
Oh no,
Okay.
when Yulie's fine, shit happens.
Yeah, Yulie's fine. Stares at the lens. Yulie's fine.
That sounds so fine of her.
Yeah, I believe her. Speaking of fine and not fine, we have Tink, played by Nick, who goes by @NickToHorst and Nick.Tattoos.
Hello, I'm Nick. Tink is a good boy who's never done anything wrong, and I think he is also fine. I think he's also not going through anything right now. But he definitely hasn't had his freak out yet, so.
I need you to roll deception, please.
Okay, yeah, one sec.
Deception
Roll good.
against who?
First roll of the session. Roll good.
26.
Good, you have deceived yourself. Nice.
Good.
And with that, last time on Hellions, a whole fuck ton of shit happened. We get demonetized real fast on YouTube. I swear
mean,
so much in like the first 10 minutes of
it's-
every session.
Listen, it's been fine so far. They haven't said we're out of the running yet.
Okay, alright. Good, because I'm not censoring anything. What happened last session? I can't remember. You guys tell me.
I got shot a
I say
few
shuffling
times.
my notes under the
We
desk.
met the secret society, and then we convinced Bernard to come and save everybody with us, but then they saved themselves.
Yes.
And
Great.
and a lot of NPCs put their hands on our shoulders and went, "Oh no, you don't know? You don't know stuff?" And then
Oh,
Yulie and Yenna freaked out, but that's all done now.
Yeah,
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 we went through
yeah.
our exposition episode.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
on the other side of the exposition, we yelled at the other Tink for a while. He shot me. And then we went through a void and ended up at the secret society. Easy peasy.
Well, we got a cool rock in the meantime, and Noelani and Gwynn heard a mysterious voice, so we'll see about that.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
see,
and we
I don't
lost
know anything
Ba.
about a mysterious voice, so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bar is also gone. Bar is dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
No,
That's why Tink hasn't had his freak out enough yet.
Yeah. Yeah, Tink's fine.
It's on pause. He's fine. He's fine. He's so fine.
Let me just note to self, make sure to do every recap so that it doesn't sound quite so chaotic.
Yeah,
Cool,
there you
okay.
go. This is
All
why.
right.
This is why. It's why you don't ask
You're the
us.
one who was like, "I
Yeah,
don't
you
remember.
asked.
You guys tell me."
Yeah.
I thought it would be a fun gag for the start of this session, and I now do not know what happened last session at all.
Oh, I mean, it
You
sounds
did
like
it to us. What do you mean?
Yeah, it was a fun gag.
You don't remember giving us all the trauma?
Oh, I remember giving you all the trauma, but listening to that recap, I was like, where am I? What am I? Who am I?
I can't believe this.
So, I know, me neither. Bullshit, right? That's what I've been saying. To start the
Anyways.
scene, I believe that we'd agreed last session that there would be a small time skip in which both halves of the plot were allowed to meet up and discuss everything that had happened. So you may both assume now that you know what has happened on either side of that line.
Sick.
Cool.
The house of Zinnias in the middle of the garden district of Carnocht is quiet. The majority of the people who were there have been sent off on errands by Cal, leaving in drips and drabs off to do whatever it is they wish to do across the city with their secret missions. The rest of you are huddled around what appears to have been a dining table once, but has definitely been co-opted and turned into a war table of sorts, with a map of Carnocht spread across it, a multitude of notes, directions, players in a game that Cal and Balthazar together have clearly been playing. Prominent figures, enemies, the movements, all the way down to the security at the school, to the shipments coming in from the docks. This information is in front of you right now. On top of that is everything that Yulie was carrying, so like there's a bunch of scrolls and books and knickety-knacks that once upon a time belonged to Araxis that was stolen out of a strange Babel dimension and consequently reappropriated by Yulie. You can
So like
hear...
a stack of humming rocks.
Oh yeah, and a stack of humming rocks. About 7 of them at this point, I believe.
However many Twink was holding, and then the Abraxas one.
Twink was holding 6, and the Araxis one makes 7.
Yay!
You can hear the gentle clunking and tinkering of Balthazar and Moira with the machine in the hallway. Cal and Zinnia appear to have ventured off elsewhere into the house, and you can hear their low tones talking through the doors. You have a rare moment amongst yourselves to talk.
So what the fuck just happened? When we were Gwyn, what was that?
Oh, the rock. I'm assuming you mean.
I mean, the rock that you threw into a void that then I'm unclear if we jumped into the void, if the void took us, if we and then we were here.
Gwyn pauses and seems to contemplate for a second before kind of shrugging. I honestly couldn't tell you myself. I was just told to do it.
By who? By what?
Remember the mask? Well, Noelani mentioned that we saw him during the play or the performance.
Sorry, the
Okay.
meme really took me out. I was ready, but
Sorry, why did you do that?
Oh.
Sorry. I was not prepared for that to come sneaking down.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. The
But,
rock is
yeah,
here. I
I
understand.
think
Damn it.
I think Gwen sort of like mentioning Noelani's name. She sort of nods. It's like, yeah, and like she's got a bit of a frown as she's like studying the map, trying to understand a little bit of like what's going on that level. But she says, I don't quite know if they're the same thing or they're related, but there was a voice and it spoke both Fey dialects, which was interesting, and we don't really have time for all of that, perhaps, but Cynia's story made me think that it could be something related to that. The mask could be related to that, maybe. So unclear. Some sort of all powerful entity that is watching all of this take place.
I wouldn't call I wouldn't call it all powerful completely at the moment.
Sure. Sure. It seems omnipresent. How about omnipresent? It seems to be here, or maybe not here, or at least generally aware of what's happening, at least here in Carnocht,
Yeah.
or just related to this thing. It's hard to tell how involved or not involved it is with these things, and she sort of motions at the table and like all of us.
She'll hand Noelani the stone, just sort of passing it around the group so that they can see what this thing looks like. I don't know if it means anything, but I did not have this rock until we were in there.
DM, I'll take the rock. Am I okay?
Roll a fortitude save, please.
Oh no.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, why not? That's natural 1 for a 14 for Noelani.
Love it.
Noelani immediately passes out.
Yeah.
Passes
Oh,
out.
crap.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Gwyn will take the rock back.
What did what?
Can we help
Noelani,
her?
Noelani, you dazedly come to. You can see stars in front of your eyes. But the
Oh,
moment that rock leaves your hands, you're like, oh gosh, I got all dizzy somehow. Like it was instantly like your vision had turned white and you'd just fallen backwards.
yeah. She's like bracing myself on the table, like getting back up.
Oh,
Okay, don't do that.
are you
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I think so. I have a headache now, but I it
Okay. So so this stone is very different from the other ones then. We've been able to handle those just fine, right?
Yeah,
We'll
I mean,
place
at least I didn't want to eat it, so that's progress.
That's good.
Gwyn will place the rock on the table instead so that people can see what's different about it.
I think Tink still tries to pick it up.
Learning nothing.
I genuinely thought you were gonna say eat it then.
No.
I need a Constitution roll, please.
42.
Unless, yes, which hand are you using?
I mean, he'd start with his prosthetic.
Then you don't need to roll anything. You can pick up the rock.
Okay. He'll look at he. Eventually, he will be poking it with his other hand. He is incapable of not doing that, but he'll take a good look first.
As you look at the rock, you can see that over the surface of this very interesting gemstone are neat and tidy carvings and inscriptions. Several sigils, carved deep enough that they cause the light to refract within them, and that the stone itself is made from a very particular kind of gem that appears to spread rainbows through it as you turn it to the light in different shards, but appears dark to the naked eye.
Do I have any familiarity with these inscriptions?
Roll Arcana.
It's okay. That's 26.
You understand a couple of them. One means memory, another refers to distance, and another refers to time. They're pretty common spell component sigils. But the one that you obviously recognize the most is the mask that is carved on what seems to be the central part of the stone,
Okay.
with its little eyes and its drama face.
As Tink is studying the rock and like it's Noelani's like trying to like gather like her things, she'll sort of remind what the voice said. It's like, yeah, when the the stone appeared, the voice said, "I've given you what you need to get out of here, and you should probably use it." All right, so I think it's to our benefit. That's gotta be a good thing, right? If it wanted us to get away from danger.
And the voice didn't sound familiar at all.
And she shakes. No, I thought it might be. I was starting to think that maybe it was related to the voice I heard coming from the morgue since we were there again, but they didn't sound alike. No.
You- Why you two? You're the only two that seem to be interacting with the voice, and I mean, do we think this is um a god?
DM for clarification. Because you asked who of us would understand the voice.
I did.
Did I still hear it?
You all still heard it.
Okay.
To different degrees. I believe I believe there was a perception check, and Tink, you rolled highest on it. But you all heard distinctly some form of voice go through the room.
Okay.
You just
I
didn't understand the language.
Yes. So I think Tink will offer that to Yenna as information. Like, no, this time I heard it. I just don't know. How do you know what it was saying? And he looks at Gwynn. Sedona.
Gwynn?
Sorry, I'm muted.
Oh.
Sorry. No, I don't. It was plain language for me.
Oh.
It was
like common? Like you just
She nods.
Tink looks at Noelani.
Yeah, I think like Noelani makes eye contact with Tink, and it's like it like raises the finger, and she'll look at Gwynn, and she will say, "When did we meet?" In Faye.
Does Gwyn understand that at all?
That is such an interesting choice. Gwyn, I need you to roll a wisdom save, please.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
There we are. Uh, 14.
You hear it in Fae. And you understand it.
I guess I don't think she's gonna be able to respond in Fae, but she will say like the orientation.
None of you knew that you've never been to the like. No, I was a little confounded. It's like that the concept of like, how did you understand that?
Gwyn looks similarly alarmed. Like same question.
Just a gentle question. Tink, are you still holding the rock?
Yes.
You also understood what Noelani said.
He also looks at Noelani again. Oh, okay. No, but I also understood that.
But I didn't speak common.
No.
Did you two understand it? Like at Yulie and Yenna?
Big said
I
no.
No.
She puts the rock down. Ask me something else.
Not science.
Yeah, looks at
We're doing
looks at
science,
Tink.
guys.
We're doing science.
Yeah, looks at Tink. Do you actually know how to swim?
Incredible.
Did I understand that?
Tink, you only heard a very lyrical and beautiful set of syllables that mean absolutely nothing to you.
He just shakes his head and goes, I've got nothing.
That was amazing.
Okay, all right. So useful rock. Don't lose that. Noelani points at rock, points at Gwyn. Okay, so but the rocks, I mean, the ones that have found us, or even the ones from that other tank, they didn't have special powers, did they? Or at least that we found.
We don't
I mean,
really know, I don't think.
I would like you all just to roll a gentle perception, please.
A gentle one?
How
Yeah,
gentle.
just a gentle one. Just a
What does
gentle
it
little
mean?
roll.
No.
It means you softly coax your dice across the table.
I did not do that.
Yeah, I know how you roll.
18.
17.
Dirty
25.
Oh, look at you guys.
Was that a dirty 20 and a 25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 19 for Noelani.
Okay. Yulie, partway through speaking, you realize the stones that are on the table.
Which
appear
ones?
to
Which ones? Which ones? Which ones?
There's so many.
The ones from Twink. Five of the ones from Twink.
Uh-huh.
And that just has to be his official name now. I'm sorry, guys.
You're not sorry.
I'm not at all.
It's Tink
Appear-
too. It writes itself.
Would you prefer Twink? It doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well.
It doesn't. The problem is I start calling my guy Twink. Because that's also an apt descriptor. So
Yes. He'd be a twink if he shaved more. Let's be real.
That's fair. That's fair.
True. That's true.
Like there are conditions to Tink being a twink. Right now he's just a stoner.
That's true. Nodding.
Back on
Anyway,
track.
the stones.
Yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
the stones. Yulie, you notice that the 5 stones that you had recovered that appear to not be belonging to Twink himself appear to have moved across the table of their own volition.
Where are they going?
And if an
Are they
object
all-
could look guilty, they look guilty the moment that you see them.
Are they moving away from us or toward us?
Toward you.
And are they all moving the same direction, or do they seem to have different destinations?
They all seem to have different destinations.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
What could possibly be happening?
Okay. Did you guys see did they move? Points.
The
Oh.
rocks attempt to sparkle innocently.
I mean, I didn't see anything move, but they're in a different spot. They could have just rolled after you put them
So,
down.
Something that we would have covered in our time jump trade information, just to remind everybody, is that we were told that these stones most likely belonged to us in a previous loop, but they didn't come back to us ever because, or the theory is they never came back to us because Twink had them.
Mhm.
But none of us know whose stone is whose or anything like that, or like if they had powers or whatever. I'm just reminding us and
Mhm,
also
mhm.
chat.
Oh, good, good, good. I would like to, like, as Yulie brings this up, Noelani will look through her pockets and find the shard that she's had. Is it the same color as the stone that's coming closest to her?
It is.
Okay, okay, so maybe they just want to come home, right? Um, I look at the circumference of these rocks. I am not really interested in eating this rock. Is it a size? Are we talking gumball or are we talking?
It is the size of a small orange. Think a
Yeah, I don't want to eat.
easy peeler.
I don't want to put
yeah,
that in
think
my
a
mouth.
clementine easy peeler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna eat that. But Noelani looks at everybody else. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna touch this one. She's holding the shard on one hand, and then she'll touch the one that's coming closest to her and try to pick it up and not pass out.
You have picked up a pleasantly cool crystal.
Whew. Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay.
Cal said that if the stone is ours, it would come back to us if nothing was inhibiting it. So that might be what they're trying to do, in which case maybe it would happen faster if we walked away. Does that make Hold on. She's gonna like get up and leave the room.
Everybody roll perception.
Yes.
Oh, it's getting better. 29.
Not worse.
31, not 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
What was your Jenna? Oh, 15.
15.
Oh,
Um,
too busy watching the girl.
Tink and Noelani,
Maybe.
between one blink and the next, one of the stones is missing. It's just gone.
What?
Out
Oh.
in the hallway, Yulie,
Yeah.
you feel something heavy drop into your pocket.
From the hallway you hear
Do you have it?
Yulie, your
Yulie-
scream is followed by 2 other screams because you just scared Balthazar and Moira, who was so
Sorry,
deep
I'm sorry.
in-
I'm sorry.
on this
Wait,
machine.
I'm so sorry. We're sciencing. Okay, bye. And she'll pum 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 like run back. Yeah, I assume it's in my pocket. I'll pull it out.
There is a highly unassuming gemstone sitting coolly in your palm.
It worked. It worked.
All right. So we just have to one by one leave the room.
I guess. It might not even need to be one by one. I think it'll just come to us, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah, I
suppose.
guess so. Why so suddenly?
Maybe because it was kept away for so long. Maybe they were eager to come back.
Maybe. Is Tink still holding the other stone?
Yes.
The Omni Rock is what I'm gonna call it.
Nice.
Because I don't know what else it is. Yenna is just gonna just poke it, just like with just a fingertip, just to see if it like shocks her or whatever.
Please roll fortitude.
Cool, thanks.
Oh no.
My fort's actually not terrible, so like we could be okay. Net 20!
Nice.
Nice.
31.
The dragon around your shoulder just kind of huffs a little displeased dog sigh. But
Sorry.
you feel a gentle tingling in the end of your fingertip.
Okay.
Almost like an unpleasant burning sensation, like you've sat on your hand for too long.
Spicy rock. I think you should give that back to Gwynn.
Right.
Gwyn
Yeah.
will- Yeah.
He'll put it back.
And then Yenna's gonna like try to get as far away from the rocks, well, without leaving the room. She just wants to watch it move. She thinks that's great.
Yeah, Yenna, yours absolutely is not shy about it and is going to fully move in front of everybody's eyes and roll towards you, drop off the table, and zoom across the room to bang against your foot.
Cute. Yeah. Yenna will pick it up and going to just slowly lift it to her mouth and give it a lick.
If a rock could be affronted, it would be.
I don't know. The last time it melted like sugar. Who knows?
It did.
What happened?
It tastes like a crystal.
Yeah.
It's like a rock.
Boo.
No. Yenna looks so disappointed. Ears are like down and everything.
Noelani
Well-
counts the stones again. Like, okay, there's one that hasn't moved. There's the one that Yulie and Yenna have. There's one that keeps inching towards Tink. There's the one I'm holding. There's this Omni Rock that we brought into the thing. And there's another rock on top of that. And that's moving closer to Gwynn.
It appears to be, yeah.
What color is it? This is
It
for
is-
Nick.
It is black.
Oh.
So still kind of reminiscent of the Omni Rock.
It's very reminiscent of the Omni Rock, except this is a much more matte black rock. You can kind of see that there are pits across the surface of it, almost as though it's some sort of volcanic stone.
Ah, like a tourmaline.
So, you remember when we went to the archives and there was no records of Gwynn?
Yeah.
So what's in that? And she points at the rock.
As you point to the rock, drawing attention to it, Gwyn, are you holding the Omni Rock, or is the Omni Rock sitting on the table?
I guess if it was handed back to her because they said that I should take it back, she would be holding the rock.
The volcanic rock on the table attempts to launch itself at the Omni Rock.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
It's jealous. They have jealousy.
It does it with such speed and force that you see a fissure appear in the volcanic rock
Oh.
as it falls back to the floor.
I thought you said fisher like a fisherman, and I was like, what a strange memory to be in that stone.
Speaking of memories, Gwyn, please roll a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Hee hee hoo hoo.
Uh-oh.
Haha,
Oh,
TT.
that was cocked. Oh dear. So where is my? Sorry, it was which save? Will
Wisdom.
save?
Wisdom?
Will save. That's the
Wisdom's-
one.
Okay. 17. I only rolled like a 3.
Oh.
You only rolled like a 3, was that?
Yeah, 17.
Okay. For a moment, as you look down at your hand holding the Omni Rock, you get a vision of it covered in gold, glittering in the sun. And then it's gone.
Okay. Looks back at weird angry rock.
It is sitting in 2 halves on the floor.
Oh,
Oh dear. Gwyn will put Omni Rock down and kneel down to pick up the broken black rock.
Before you can pick up the Omni Rock, I would just like you to roll. Sorry, the Broken Rock. Can you please roll a reflex save?
Yeah. Natural 1!
Oh no.
good.
Before you can pick up
Yes.
either half of the volcanic rock, the Omni Rock rolls around you, rolls over at the Omni Rock. The volcanic rock is gone.
Oh.
It has been absorbed.
It katamari'd it.
It katamari'd it. It katamari'd it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what Gwyn's gonna do with that. I think she's just stunned for a round.
One second. Yulie, now that she knows where Balthazar was, will go over to where she heard the exclamations and do a little knock knock.
They open the door.
Hi.
Hi.
So we figured out which stones are ours, but Gwyn has 2 stones, I guess, and one of them got really mad at the other stone and broke it in half and then absorbed it. What does that mean?
The longer you talk, the more agonized his face gets.
I just like upsetting him.
Honestly, mood.
And he looks at you. Your rocks are exhibiting behavior.
I mean, you were the ones that said that they moved. They moved. They did things. Yes.
Okay, but you're ascribing emotion to movement.
I mean, you should have seen it though.
It did seem angry. Just
Okay.
Yeah, it like
Emotional
attacked
rocks.
it, and then that happened. Like it didn't try to go to Gwyn; it tried to go to the rock.
I'm surprised it tried to do anything at all, to be quite honest.
Why?
Well, when I said that we've been through loop after loop, and that you were all a part of it, Gwyn's here for the first time.
No, we know that. The library told us.
nodding.
Wait, did I know
That
Yeah.
that might have been.
That was a session where Yulie was not around.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny. Yulie looks
we-
around like, wait, what?
Yeah. You know, when we went to the archives, we told you about the archives, but you know, it went through the different names and we asked about everybody, and Gwyn just wasn't on the record. It actually
Yeah.
kind of,
Which is, I think, good.
yeah.
Because if we're doing a loop, now we have someone new, which means that this loop is different, right? Like, inherently, we have a variation. So, maybe...
Balthazar's just gonna motion to Yenna and be like, exactly what you said.
Right. So maybe the world won't end?
The variables of the experiment have changed.
I don't like that it's an experiment. That actually,
Yeah.
that feels bad.
I wasn't. I was trying to. We'll just forget I said anything.
How many versions of Tink were there again?
3,512.
Balthazar
Oh.
looks even more agonized at this point and is like,
That's-
I need a moment, and leaves.
That's so petty. Oh.
Tink also just has like, I think like head in hand kind of rolling the rock around in circles at this point.
I say Balthazar leaves. He gets as far as like the doorway, and he just sits in the doorway, head in hands.
Can I take this opportunity and look at the board a little more closely?
Of course, you can take this opportunity to do whatever you want.
And is my mom involved in this game?
Ooh, intriguing. Roll an investigation
Do-do-do-do.
or a perception. Oh, thanks, stupid monkeys, for giving Balthazar, I believe, nat 20.
Yeah, Balthazar.
He needs
He
it for the will
deserves it.
save he's rolling right now.
He deserves it.
He's having an emotional breakdown.
I think we're all having a little
You know,
bit.
join the club, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to skip emotional breakdown day.
No. He's gonna take the brunt of one later.
This man is like, I thought I'd lived maybe, I don't know, 400 loops? 3,000's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a 29 for investigative peepers.
Ooh. Okay. You don't see your mother's file in particular, but you do see several of her aides, specifically ones who are involved in the embassy. There's a list of their coming and goings, as well as any ties that they have in Carnocht specifically. One of them is highlighted with a red circle around an illustration of what they look like.
What do they look like, DM? Do I know them?
Roll a society for me. With advantage.
Oh, a natural 20 for a 30.
Damn. Okay. Yes, you recognize them. Most specifically, you recognize this as the person who had, when you broken into
Hey,
the embassy.
we asked nicely, okay?
When you asked nicely to enter the embassy,
Thank you.
you remember having seen a security guard while you were there. This is that security guard.
I think as Balthazar's emotional processing moment comes to an end, Noelani will
Bold of you to assume it ever will, but yes.
Yeah, I know. You know, at least his 5 seconds are up, okay? He's got to pass the ball. That Noelani will pipe up and say, "So you said that many people are involved in this. Is there a reason for that, or has it just been accidental and you all have protected them, or
You mean people that we've been working with, or
in terms of the society, she'll point at the board. It's like, you're all tracking so many things in the city. I figured it was for the purposes of figuring out what's wrong, or is it more for the purposes of keeping things in order?
There are certain figures that we've been able to tell will be involved every time loop. He gets up and starts pointing at a couple of other folders that are pinned to the table. We keep track of notable figures, see if we can't try and turn someone who's close to them to our side, or them themselves if we think they'd be open to it. A couple of them are definitely working with the other Tink and Abraxas. The red marked ones are people that we know are turncoat.
She looks troubled by this. Okay, all right. So, what happens next? I feel like we haven't gotten this part. She looks at Balthazar. It's like, so every time the loop resets, you all just update this?
Yeah.
But
I-
you haven't. What?
That's not all we do, but that is
No,
part
no,
of the
no. Sure, sure,
process.
sure, sure. No, I just. It seems like you have so much evidence. There's just so much information, and you haven't been able to just mount. I don't know, an attack or just get him into trouble.
I mean, we try. We managed with quite a few people this time around. Cal and I are the ones who are longest in the loop, but some people don't remember the loop until a few months out of the end.
How long are you in the loop?
400 years, give or take.
400 years?
Give or take.
He looks like a perfectly normal half-elf, correct?
He does indeed look like a perfectly normal half-elf.
Just gonna stare at him.
You see him slowly realize that maybe he shouldn't have said that. But he tries valiantly to keep his face straight.
Points at Bilby. And then points at him. And just keeps staring.
Yulie looks like she knows things that she shouldn't and feels really uncomfortable.
Any of you who would like to roll insight, you can roll society, you can roll perception. Yeah, we'll go society and perception. Yenna, you can roll dragon if you would like to. Dragon lore.
Thank you.
Girl, dragon. I love that.
Your generosity rewarded with a nat 1.
Oh,
Not to be like I was hoping for that, but I was kind of hoping for that.
Don't worry, I'm just going to scream at him later.
So was that a society from Tink?
That was a society from Tink. 31.
Okay.
yeah.
And a 27 from Noelani.
For
Gwynn, would you
peepers.
like to try and roll?
I'll try. I don't think she's thinking too hard. Fuck, it was a nat 20.
She doesn't think about it. She just knows.
Sometimes you just know things.
Tink, in rolling society, no half-elf should be alive after about 190 years. Being
yeah.
a 400-year-old half-elf is buck wild.
Yeah.
And now that you look at him, there are features that you definitely wouldn't expect in a half-elf.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like someone looks at a human and just slaps some elf features on there. In a way that is very much just like they just took the pointy ears
And like, sure, half elves can look like anything,
Yeah.
but
But
also
not-
400 years.
Yeah.
There is a distinct shape to the curvature of Balthazar's ear, shall we say, that it's half elf size, but not half elf / elven appearance. Noelani, enrolling perception, you notice the same thing that Tink does about the features, with one more.
Uh-huh.
There is something weird around the color of Balthazar's eyes. Gwyn,
Yep.
you look at Balthazar, you look at the dragon on Yenna's shoulder, and realizing they are both wearing the same expression, and have the dawning realization that this motherfucker's a dragon. Congratulations, you can do with that information whatever you would like to.
Nothing. she'll kind of look at the others to see if anyone has made the same discovery.
I mean, I think Tink's down a slightly different path. And he like scrunches up his face after like looking at Balthazar for a minute and goes, "If that was true, every time? Like you've been here every time."
Very sheepishly, Balthazar looks at you. Kind of shuffles a bit, give or take. That's a
He-
lie, yes, every time.
He like just sits back in the chair watching him. And he goes, if that were true, that's like the equivalent of like 1.4 million years.
He winces as you speak. And Noelani, you see him look longingly at the doorway. Very bravely, he does not run away.
So brave.
I think Gwen's just
That sounds
staring
about
in
right.
disbelief, but doesn't really know how to say that and not sound insane.
Yenna, the
staring is
dragon
like-
on your shoulder, is laughing.
Yenna's not laughing. Yenna is just glaring at him. She's so fucking tired of secrets.
Anybody who would like to, please roll perception. See if you notice Gwyn's weird staring.
No.
Sure, I'll telenovela
23.
this. Why not?
Be warned on what you will glean on a nat 1.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh
Now I
no.
wish I rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
I feel like I know what it would be and I don't like it.
That's because you know the level of idiot I can be.
I also know the level of bean girl Yenna would be about it.
Mhm. So that's a
I get it.
15 and a 23 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23 from Yenna and Noelani.
Oh, you both
Yeah.
rolled the same.
Yeah.
Yulie, would you like to roll?
Yulie's doing
Yulie's
something right now.
BRB.
Oh, yeah, very fair. Yulie will simply have to come back to the drama.
Yeah.
Noelani and Yenna,
Mm-hmm.
on looking at Gwyn, you realize that Gwyn staring is not like a normal level of staring, even considering what Balthazar has just revealed to you all. I would like, Gwyn, for you to just roll a very quick deception if you're not trying to outwardly show how freaked out you are right now.
I'm trying to decide if freaked out is the best descriptor for Gwyn.
It probably isn't. I just couldn't think of what
Yeah.
else to call it.
Yeah, I guess flabbergasted is probably the best.
Your ghasts are flabbered?
My guests are flabbered because this is weird. That doesn't make
It doesn't add up, bro.
no. It adds up too well. Is the problem?
2 and 2 are making 4.
Okay. Deception. Sorry. Okay. So that's a 26.
Okay, so you can't instantly tell that Gwyn is freaking out / ghasts are flabbered completely, but there is definitely an edge to the staring. It is up to you guys whether or not you call Gwyn on it.
Someone who saw her, please call her on it.
Yeah. Hold on. I was trying to figure out how Noelani would do this. I guess, like, Balthazar is mostly talking to Yenna and Tink, so I don't know if she would necessarily, like, interrupt them. But yeah, she'll probably, like notice Gwyn's situation. What? Did you glean something else, or... Because now she's not totally convinced that Gwyn doesn't have special powers somehow.
Yeah, Gwyn, what do your special eyes see?
Yeah, what do your elf eyes see?
Yeah, Gwyn Gwyn looks up at Noelani and kind of her eyes dart back to Balthazar and then back to Noelani and kind of opens and closes her mouth a few times to try and figure out the best way to answer that question. Because and she'll be like, no, it's not. It's stupid. There's no way that's. It's been a long day. I probably imagine.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We are 3 for 3 on that being the incorrect statement for that. What did you see?
It's not that I saw so much as she will kind of pause and glance up at Balthazar again. Cause
Balthazar is looking at you a little worried.
Yeah, I don't know if she wants to say it.
Gwyn is like, do I out this guy or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Gwyn's gonna just shake her head and be like, look, if we want to talk about all the other weird stuff, like, that's okay. I'm probably what I thought is probably not actually accurate. So, don't worry about it. Like in this case, just
Definitely don't worry about it. I'm just a perfectly normal half elf. I don't know.
Well,
what
all of these
all
things
of
cannot be
this-
true. Don't.
That's making it worse.
Yeah.
Whatever you're hiding, it's making it worse. But okay. If it's not our place, or it's not Gwyn's place, or you don't want to say, that's fine. But what does it mean for us? You've been at this the longest, and somehow you haven't figured it out, and somehow now we're involved again. And how do we get these out? Like, if would the information we learned last time be helpful? How do we? Yeah, I ate a piece of one, but I don't know if that's safe.
You ate one?
I was magically compelled.
It wanted
Yeah.
us to eat it.
Yeah. I saw stuff is what I'm gonna go with.
And are you feeling okay?
I'm angry.
Who?
Kind of everybody, well, except the girls. The girls are fine.
Tink looks at her like, me?
Yenna's
Am I
trying to
girls?
figure out.
He's
Yenna's
he's
a-
very much like, I'm the only not girl in our cohort. So he's like, that's not everyone at all. That's just me and Balthazar.
Which, you know, of all the people to be mad at, Balthazar and Tink are probably the most appropriate.
Honestly, yeah. It's two valid choices.
I'm still figuring out how I feel about you. Point at Tink.
He like shrinks back a bit.
I don't think you are bad, but you're so involved with whatever this is that it's complicated.
He's only involved in one time.
What?
If you're trying to figure out how to feel about Tink, that none of this is this Tink's fault.
Okay, well that helps. So it's only the other guy's fault.
Yep, as far as I can figure out.
Okay, but so they're not the same person, but they are coming from the same place, right? Like at some point they were the same person until the timeline split, right?
Exactly. Think of it like this. The moment that time started looping, there is an anchor.
Right. So okay. So the whole thing that I've been dealing with is the idea of like at what point did bad Tink become bad Tink? And what were the things that made that happen? Because theoretically, all of us could just become the other versions of ourselves if under the right conditions. No offense, Tink.
Theoretically, you're completely correct. The Tink that... We need a name for this guy that's not the other Tink. The other Tink became the way he is due to circumstances that will not happen for another 25, 30 years. We never get that far anymore.
What were the circumstances of that? We might need to know now.
Or is he just trying to fix those circumstances and just trying to get back to where he left off? Is that his goal?
The times that I've spoken to him, it very much seems like he's trying to fix those circumstances. I think that's his arrangement with Abraxas. As for what in particular caused this, my Tink, the Tink that I remember from the first time around, was eventually married to Belial. He sits down in one of the chairs at the table, and you get the sense that he's kind of uncomfortable talking about this. But he's gonna do his best, and hey, you're not looking at him too closely anymore.
I mean, Tink is looking at him very closely.
At no point has Yenna moved her eyes off of this man.
But you're looking for different reasons. Now you're looking at the
Yes.
story. No, yeah. At the idea of like, oh, Belial and Tink got married. Like, at least look over at Tink.
I mean, he is not shocked by this revelation, this news. But more so seems like he is like hanging on to every word of this. Like he also wants to know what would be the thing that broke him. Whether or not that is a productive knowing, that remains to be seen. But yeah, I think that's kind of all you get from Tink
I'm
right
not the
now.
kind of storyteller that Zinnia is.
I don't want a story. I want facts to work off so we have fucking theories.
Alright, Tink and Belial are married in about 5 years from this point.
Big engagement.
Is it?
I don't know, I think they were dating for like a decade. I'm not sure on the details. Every time I get to Carnocht too early, things go wrong.
Oh.
There's just a little mutter of like, we weren't dating now. Like from the other end of the table.
I wish I had something to throw at Tink.
Yenna, there is a multitude of things to throw at Tink on that table if you wish to.
Cool. I'm just gonna chuck not something harmful. I'm not trying to hurt him. Just be like, shut up.
Tink, you are hit by a roll of washi tape.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just
By
kind of
all
flinches.
accounts, it's a happy marriage. Until Belial gets sick and hides it.
Oh, good. He's uncommunicative in every timeline. Great.
In my defense, I was trying to encourage him to tell Tink. But he didn't until it was too late to hide anything. And I think that tipped my Tink over the edge. We'd already been working with theories of time dilation and certain instances of magic around the world with that sort of flavor, and we'd been researching energy devices, perpetual motion machines, and I think it was just enough to give him what he needed. I don't know the details. I was on the other side of the world when it happened.
But
And
you're
by the time I figured out... But what?
Continue.
No, it's fine. Please, ask your questions.
Your name is on the blueprint.
Yes. Wait. You've seen the blueprint? Of course you've seen the blueprint. Yulie gave it to me. You guys tend to talk about everything. Okay, yes, it is.
So you weren't on the other side of the world. You were involved somehow, or else your name wouldn't be on the blueprint. For a time machine.
I was involved in the initial designs.
I have a question. Your Tink is not other Tink. Your Tink is a different Tink.
My Tink is not this Tink. And he motions to the Tink in the room.
Right, but
My
is it
Tink.
other Tink that is crazy and being an asshole?
Balthazar puts his head in his hands and just goes, yes, that's the one.
Oh.
I mean, technically, I'm this timeline's Balthazar now. I don't know what happens to the original when we become aware.
Well, it's avoiding a paradox at least. But wait, how does... So, why is your Tink special, then?
I
If
wish
you're
I
not
fucking
special.
knew. Help me figure it out.
Oh, this is gonna be so much math!
Do you want to look at my books? I have years of notes.
I have been trying to look at your books for literally my whole life. Yes, I want to look at the books.
Fine, we can do math together.
I mean, you
Just looks like
have to let
cookies.
us help you. It seems like two is not enough. And even with this whole operation, it seems like you could use a hand. I mean, we got him to talk a little to us. Yulie got the best of him.
Yeah, she's great.
Blushes.
I feel
Julie, I need a
like
retroactive perception check from you, please.
Oh, okay.
oh.
You were in the room, but you were not here.
30.
Fuck yeah! Yulie, a little while ago, everybody was looking at Balthazar, kind of just squinting.
Right. I was there for that. But
Okay.
I already know though. I mean, Yulie already knows because he admitted it to her.
Yeah, but you didn't roll for figuring out Gwyn squinting, did you?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yulie was on BRB, so maybe retroactive peepers.
Okay, so I guess this is
Yeah.
a 30 to stare at Gwyn.
This is a 30 to figure out Gwyn knows what's up with Balthazar's long life. Gwyn knows. Gwyn 100% knows.
Okay, Yulie looks really sweaty.
I love that it's just two different people looking really sweaty and a little freaked out on either side of the room right now.
Yulie's gonna like fidgeting a bunch. Look at Balthazar and say, okay, in the interest of all of us trying to help each other with all of our cards on the table, and can she's gonna like look around the table. Can we build on what you and I were talking about on the way over here, maybe?
Balthazar puts his head in his hands again and is just like, you know what? Sure. Let's go.
Okay, I'm not going to be the person to say that out loud. I think that's more a you thing, more gestures.
You're gonna make me say it?
You want me to
It's-
say it?
What do you know?
Gonna make a face at him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like Abraxas.
He's a dragon.
He doesn't mean evil. Yeah.
Stupid. Not a necromancer. But Rex is a lot of things, but
Balthazar makes a face like, you got a point.
We didn't technically see him turn into a dragon. We just had a pretty good idea. That's what happened.
Right, well, confirmation, whatever you need, there you go, you have it.
Okay. Great. Now that that's been said out loud here. When I was seeing Abraxas's memories, you were in a lot of them.
Balthazar
Taps
makes
fingers
a
together.
face, like a scrunched up little face.
yeah.
Like he's kind of disgusted that you found his childhood photos.
I feel like I'm sure that it's because you're protecting yourself, and I get that, but I feel like you know a lot about him, things that might be helpful about when you all came here and what happened. And the memory that I went into, he was alone on a boat, just surrounded by dead people, and he looked horrified and miserable. And I just feel like you probably know a lot about him.
I used to think I did. I can give you facts about the time that we were together, but we've lived eons at this point apart. I couldn't tell you about his motivations any more than I could tell you why the other Tink is an anomaly. Why Babel exists. I know he thinks he's doing the right thing.
Why would he think that?
Because he's always thought that.
Okay, but that's not helpful though. Why would he think that though? You understand what I'm asking?
When we were children, mortals of the elven persuasion wiped out our people. It's not easy to let go of that. He's obsessed.
With revenge or
With finding someplace safe.
But he's trying to make Babel.
This is speculation, and I don't like working in speculation, but I believe so. I believe that Babel was made long before he ever touched it, but something about all of this has to do with that. Unfortunately, we're not on good speaking terms anymore.
Wait. So you are responsible for Babel?
Me? Responsible for it? No.
I thought you that spawned it. Or he'd been working on it for a while. This was a grand project, not something he was just taking over.
I can't give you any notes either way. I can't go there.
I mean, then it seems like the only one who can go freely between one and the other, between Babel and our plane, is me, is him, right?
I think so.
So that it could be as simple as that. That could be the base of what Apraxis is looking for. He pulled us into a place like Babel, but maybe that was with a tool.
Okay.
He doesn't. Yes?
no, it's okay.
He doesn't what?
He doesn't tend to do his own dirty work. He usually finds someone to do it for him. I know that much about him, and that hasn't changed. Unless he's upset.
Right. He must really hate us.
Yeah, he was certainly upset when he tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was upset when he came to my house, too. Upset's probably putting it a little mildly, actually.
Oh no, he tried to fucking kill us.
Kill all of us.
He does that a lot.
Kill us?
That probably wasn't as comforting as I meant it to be, but yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
so
why I'm bad at these conversations without Cal around.
practice
okay.
makes perfect. But I mean, that means we really tend to touch a nerve on him, right? I mean, that's gotta mean something. If we're getting close enough to uncovering his whole deal or meddle in his plans, then we could use that, right? I mean, getting our memories back or knowing what's going on instead of fumbling in the dark about it.
Yeah.
That's gotta mean
I-
something, right?
It's something.
I mean, are you asking me?
She's
I
looking to elevate morale with this. She's like looking around the room, not necessarily about to
guys!
say.
Okay.
I mean, either way, I think we have his time machine now, so.
Which is good.
I have a question about that, actually.
Yeah, go for it.
She's gonna dig around in her bag and pull out the necklace. For everybody else, it's a necklace with a sigil of a sun and moon fused together, and she's gonna set it on the table. Is this yours?
Balthazar just sighs and
I'm,
does
I,
his best impression of a worm as he sinks in his chair with his hands over his
I
face.
don't need to know anything specific aside from this sigil. She's gonna point to the sun and moon fused together. People know this sigil. They associate it with dragons, and they also associate it with manipulating time. Is that beyond the machines? Is that something that your sect of dragons were able to do at some point?
At some point, maybe. Not while I've been alive. I mean, unless you count Abraxas in this mess.
I see.
There was
Old magic.
there were stories when I was born. When I was small. That spoke about people who could use time gates. Walk from the future to the past and back. And that there was a price for doing it, that they'd eventually fall out of time. Vanish.
Looks at Tink.
Yeah, Tink does not look comforted by any of this information.
So I guess I'm asking because you don't think that this machine is running on some sort of magic that none of us can use or that only you could use. It's something different.
It's running on these, and he holds up his own stone.
Okay, and what created these? The time magic?
I don't know.
Okay.
You have to understand that for all that the number of loops sounds big and impressive, most of what happens within 2 to 3 years, right here. Sometimes a loop will last a day, once Tinker started. Sometimes it'll last 20 years. It becomes difficult to work on something consistently in that amount of time. And following clues becomes even more difficult. The moment I figure out where something is, he fucking moves it. I have no idea where the stones come from. I can create theories for 400 years and still be wrong.
Gwynn awkwardly puts her hand up. I may have an answer to that.
Balthazar is immediately locked on.
Oh. Gwynn's turned to look like a cornered animal.
You know how they're made? The floor is yours. Please explain.
Um,
He drags a piece of paper and a pen closer.
so okay, give me a second.
Take all the
I'll-
time you need, but please do it quickly.
bear with me. I'm just not used to experiencing weird things and accepting that it's real. So maybe none of this was real, but
Hypothetically, if it is.
remember the time with the door where I got pulled through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the masked deity, and he kind of gave me a bit of an explainer, which again, in retrospect, is very absurd, but it sounds like each of these stones is created every time there's a loop.
Like created the same or created different? Are there as many stones as there have been loops? Do they travel through the loops?
I don't really know. All I know is that apparently they're made like it's produced by it. The mask thing seems to be more closely tied to these loops than I think any of us probably realize.
And is it a willing participant?
No, I don't think so. It's trapped in Babel.
So it comes down to magical mask rock god.
Sorry if that's not the answer you were hoping for.
No, it's fine. It's just never one I would have thought up.
It's good data though, so thanks.
All data's good data. Yes, thank you. Fucking magical mask rock god.
But do you know anything about this god, by the way? Appa was wearing, I think, its necklace before I left.
I know a mask god.
What kind of mask?
Me checking my notes because I don't know if it was ever told to me. All I know, I think this says foreign
If it's the one I'm
made.
thinking of, what do your notes say?
Appa is wearing a new necklace, mask, foreign made, seen in history books. Nomadic tribes that used to try to invade Gwewagon.
Yes. Okay.
But I don't think the mask itself was described.
The mask itself was not described. But Balthazar draws it,
Okay.
and it is a little drama mask with 4 eyes and no mouth. You mean this one?
Yeah.
He stands up, rips out that piece of paper, give me 2 minutes, and leaves, if you let him.
No.
No.
There's too much going on right now. You can't go. You can't go. We don't know what's going
I
on.
need to, but I have to
You
check.
You can't go by yourself.
Yeah, he is followed by a gaggle of teens.
Into the kitchen of the building,
Sure.
wherein you see Zinnia and Cariel quite happily having tea at the island.
Oh, so they're just nicely having tea. They're just nicely having
having
tea
a
where his
nice time.
brother
Well, to
is
them,
getting
this is going
fucking
normal.
emotionally eviscerated over here.
You need to fight your brother.
It's looking like it.
But there is a third person at the table
What's the fuck?
who appears to be quite a tall elven figure, with dark hair that is braided in several areas. And there is a mask lying on the table, currently unworn, but his hand rests upon it. Noelani, please roll society for me.
What the fuck?
Like a drama mask?
Yep. with 4
25.
eyes. 25?
Yeah.
You know this fucker.
What the fuck?
The few rare times that you have been fully to court, you have seen this particular person who is known as a favorite changeling of the current High Court. And that usually means they're a spy.
Do another name?
DM is very hastily checking notes. Fucking Matt Mercer never has to check his notes this thoroughly. I thought I had it written down. You do know his name. This is Janos. You don't know any other name. The Fae have only referred to him as Janos.
Okay.
Actually, what did you get on that roll? It's 25 on society,
25,
right?
yeah.
Okay, you've heard him referred to by one other name, which is the Looking Eye. He's
And I
certainly
would have.
looking right now.
Sorry. And in the court, would they have been wearing the same mask or no?
No, you have
Okay.
never
So
seen Janos wearing this.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Go on. Sorry.
No, it's okay. He is currently looking at Balthazar and the gaggle of children who have just entered the kitchen, mildly surprised. As is Zinnia. She holds up the teapot. Would you like some tea? Maybe a biscuit. Balthazar just kind of sighs with a little, no, thank you. I need to talk to you right now. And goes around the table, grabs Janos, who immediately starts stumbling, snatches up the mask and goes, hey, no, wait, just a minute. We were having a very nice conversation, and Balthazar is going to drag him back into the room that you were all having a little confab in.
Mhm.
Sit him down in a chair. This is an interrogation. And then he motions to the rest of you. You have the floor.
I think Gwynn's just staring down at the mask.
Janos is looking at you all very furtively.
Did you make a deal with my dad?
I don't know who your father is.
Wait, sorry. What does the mask look like above board?
It looks like the same drama mask that you've been finding everywhere around Carnocht. The one that your mother mentioned to you.
Um. Okay. Hi. I'm Yulie.
Hello, Yulie.
This mask, is this what she looks like she's trying to construct the question. What does it mean?
This? And he holds up the mask in his hands.
Yes.
I thought Zinnia told you about the god. Was I mistaken? I thought that was a conversation you'd all had.
He did, but she didn't specify that it had connections to people that could use the creature's network.
Network's kind of over exaggeration.
Like Noelani cocks her head at that. She like crosses her arms. So then you're not the one that's been keeping an eye on me on behalf of my mother.
Noelani, would you like to say that intimidatingly?
Yes.
Because if so, please roll intimidation.
20 total.
With a 20 total, he puts on the mask and vanishes.
No! Looks at Noelani. Wait, what just happened?
I don't know, but we probably want to get way more involved with my mom.
Oh.
The mask, I didn't see the masks before I left home, but I overheard this conversation, and she was talking to somebody about this masks around Carnocht. I was never able to connect them, and then what happened with the cabaret, we just didn't really have time to look into it. Looks at Balthazar. Do you know where Janos got that?
Balthazar is doing his best not to kick the chair right now.
I mean, he'll
Like
have to
he's
report back
annoyed,
to the
or-
embassy.
Not very annoyed that someone just pulled a runner when he was like, finally, I don't have to explain things.
Sorry, buddy, the hot seat is permanently yours.
He should know this by now.
Yeah.
1.4 million years.
The masks are runners. We use them around town. Zinnia knows them. Zinnia's always known them. And I thought they were trustworthy, but if they are making stones, clearly they're not.
I don't think it's them that makes the stones, for clarification.
Yeah, I agree. There's, you said it yourself, Balthazar. It's too early, and there's a lot of assumptions being made. But I've been noticing more and more that there might be way more Fey influence than historically spoken about here in Carnocht, and I'm starting to wonder if there is older magic than even you or Abraxas were aware of.
Probably.
So it could lie there. Maybe the answer to the stones is totally unrelated, and the other Tink and Abraxas were just, maybe that's why this is the source point. If the stuff was ready for them to use, then
I really hate when this all just gets more complicated again.
well, he'll at least him, and unless Zinnia has any other ones that would be willing to talk more. Yanis will be due to court eventually, or somebody at the embassy might be able to flush him out.
Right. Great. Wonderful.
I guess that all depends on how long we have.
And that's a question only we can answer. Staring at the now empty chair, you see Balthazar sigh heavily. The machine in the hall. Moira and I think we can get it to work. By which I mean, it'll reset the loop.
Do we want that right now?
That's what I think we need to decide. And as you've also wonderfully mentioned, you've been incredibly capable, regardless of Cal and Maya's best efforts to hinder you.
Is there a way to make sure we remember?
Those stones seem to have found you again, haven't they? As you so wonderfully informed us by screaming.
She looks embarrassed.
Okay, but so
You two keep your stones every loop. So is there anything we can do to help us to make it less jarring?
No.
Thought I could have answered.
We found that when we are physically holding things, when the loop resets, we can keep them. That might be why you saw the others pack up things as they were leaving. I also have cross-dimensional storage space that helps sometimes. Yeah. Did I not mention that before?
And it's not the same place with the wait with the doors. Was that it?
No, but very similar to the doors. Similar technology.
So Abraxas did get in there. So that one's not safe.
The doors.
Yes, with the doors.
That's good to know.
Cause he had the little guys. So they're we think they're free.
Oh, they're free.
Yeah.
They're
they
very
gonna
free.
reset too?
How mad will you be if I say I don't know?
I just feel like there's a lot of things that we don't know for something that's been going on for as long as it has.
I've been calling them Inklings,
Cute.
and they only started showing up the past 4-ish loops or so.
Oh, so they're new.
Since the last time that you were part of this, any emotions to the room in general?
We've been in the know before.
The rocks.
Right, but you
Like working with you or with anybody else. Does anybody else other than you and Cal remember that we were involved?
In my defense, I didn't know that other people could remember at that point. For a long time, I thought that Zinnia and I were the only two that remembered any sort of loops, and it took me a long process of writing letters and giving them to Zinnia for her to remember anything. I'd keep them in the cross-dimensional space, we'd bring them out, I would essentially tell Zinnia everything that had happened previous loops. And then, a few loops ago, you all had stones, like I did. And you were here for a few loops, working with me. There wasn't Cal, there wasn't a big group of people. There was just me, Zinnia, and you guys. By which I mean Tink, Yulie, and Yenna. Noelani, I remember meeting you once. And that was it.
And Gwynn's still new.
First time I've ever seen her. In
Wait.
general, actually, which is very strange.
I was gonna say. So she wasn't even just a student. She wasn't just like outside of this. She's new.
Like I said, new variable in the experiment.
Yeah, but that's a big variable. It's not just, oh, we decided another student could be trusted.
And we were friends. We knew each other before all of this?
This loop or before? I'm confusing myself now. He sits down in the empty interrogation chair he'd laid out.
I can only talk about this life, the one I have experienced right now.
Well, as I said, there were a few loops that you were around doing things. And then I don't know what happened in that very last loop. I was a bit tied up. But when I rejoined the loop 400 years in the past, spent those years planning and preparing, and I came to Carnocht, and your brother remembered me. And the rest, as they say, is history. Or not. Repeating? History
And
repeating. I'm
if
gonna leave that.
n- yeah. Um and when you say resetting the loop, 400 years or
For me. I don't know why, but that's where I end up.
but it's
So,
across the board or
Every
so
time, same place. For me. You all remember it used to be the first day of school. Whether that's still true, I don't know.
I mean,
The first day of
that
the first year that I am at school. I'm bad at keeping timelines, can you tell?
yeah,
The
but
start of this school year.
Yes.
that
so
is
it's
when
not
we found the first
uniform.
stone.
Shh. Not you guys, sorry, Bean is peeping at me. If you hear little musical peeps, that's Bean.
But so it's not uniform. People come come back to their consciousness at different times.
As far as I can tell, yes. When Cal remembered me, it was about a month into school of my being back in Carnocht. And he specifically gave me his stone when the loop reset, so that I could take it back 400 years to when we first meet each other.
Does that mean we could give you the stone and wake up earlier?
Guess so. If you want to try that out.
I I currently prefer it to finding out spontaneously.
Do you really want to be a 6-year-old with the knowledge of all of this?
Okay, you don't have to give it to me when I'm
I'm sure there's
6.
a medium between 6 and now.
I see Yenna when she's 6 to 10, and then for maybe a year after that, if I'm lucky. This loop was a wonderfully extended time.
Yeah. Why do you say if you're lucky?
You have to understand things don't always stay the same.
Oh.
For all that we're like, oh, let's change things, let's see if we can stop them. Abraxas and the other Tink are out there trying to do the same thing. And Abraxas wakes up 400 years in the past like I do.
That's interesting that your timelines are synced.
Yeah, we can call it that.
I mean, I have other words for it, but there's company.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we should reset the loop and then I don't have to listen to that.
I think you're letting your emotions get in the way of good science.
Yep.
Unhealthy.
That's why I usually have assistants.
Quick question, just because everything's been kind of crazy in regards to the rocks. Has
Mhm.
did Balthazar actually see Gwynn's rock yet?
Balthazar has not seen Gwyn's rock, no.
Okay, so I think she'll pull it out again and be like, I don't really get any of this, obviously. I don't think any of us do at the moment from the sounds of it, but I'm assuming that is this a variable? And she'll show the carved rock. Be like, I also like be careful. It doesn't seem to like other people touching it.
Right. Yeah, the stones are like that. They don't like people who aren't attuned to them handling them.
Yeah, but that one, like, broke another one. It's the jealous rock.
Good to know. He will reach out and very tentatively tap the rock. And because he's an idiot, he will immediately pass out.
He was hoping that would happen. Don't lie. He was like, finally,
It's about answering questions.
finally, I don't have to answer any more questions. He says he's gonna pretend to be passed out for the next 6 hours.
You rolled a 1.
He chose to fail that roll, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I think Gwen's just standing above
At least
him.
he's in a
and
chair, yeah.
she's just kind of, she's once again flabbergasted.
Oh, I could have used that natural 20.
No, this is better.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't think he'd touch it.
The moment that he's not touching the rock anymore, you see him shake his head and slowly start to come to. Yeah, that's unique and novel. Usually they just burn.
It has inscriptions on it.
Right. He reaches into a pocket and pulls out some gloves. And reaches for the stone again. May I?
He'll present it.
Well, there's the mask. That's really kind of undeniable proof of their involvement, at least. Sorry if you can hear Bean. She's being so loud right
She's being very loud. It's kind of crazy that we can hear her.
Yeah.
And here are the sigils for memory, time dilation, some stabilization runes. It's intriguing that these are so blatantly on the outside of the object. The other stones seem to have them internally crafted.
I mean, maybe whoever made this one couldn't do it on the inside or wanted to show us or thought it would
Have
look
you tried
cool,
projecting
I guess.
it?
No.
Sometimes things happen just because they look cool. Do we want to try projecting it?
The last few times we tried projecting them, doors have opened and
Bad things are on the other side of the door.
yeah.
At least when it broke the other one, an inkling didn't come out.
I wonder what happens if we put it in the time machine.
Oh my.
Is it? Do we really even know how the ones we have work in the time machine?
Not really. He's already heading for the hallway.
Yeah, we're really not finished asking questions. I think there's a lot. He's like following along behind Balthazar.
So you protest but still wish to see the science.
Yes.
So whose stone is usually used to power this?
I mean,
I would imagine the other Tinks.
Oh.
we can only assume that, you know, he uses any number of hours or his to do it, right?
I guess it's a question of how many do you need?
There are the spaces for 7 stones.
Oh.
It sounded like he was looking for one more, and if he had 6, that makes sense.
And we have 7 stones. Technically, we have 9
A lot more than
stones
7, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
available to us right in this moment. Cal, can I use your stone? And he immediately goes on a side quest. You are left alone in this moment.
Wait, does this mean they're just gonna make the time loop happen? Is that
I think that's the idea, but if we use this, does it consume the stone? Like, if we put them in there, are we dooming ourselves to not remember?
Well, I mean, he uses it, and he remembers.
Yeah, but he's all sorts of weird. He's such an anomaly. It doesn't. I don't even know how to factor him into any of the fucking calculations. He can do all kinds of things that nobody else can do, apparently. Not even the other dragon.
Balthazar pops his head back into the hallway and looks at you in disapproval. Don't say that so loudly. Do you think I want
What?
everybody to know?
Right, it's not safe here. I forgot.
Thanks. And he ducks back into the kitchen. Only
Grumbles.
immediately for Cal to walk out of the kitchen and go, I'm not just going to give you my stone for science. We are thinking about this properly before making any snap decisions. Do you want to put your stones in the thing? And Cal motions to all of you and then to the machine.
I don't know.
We're really not sure.
Precisely.
Wait.
It is a market machine, but I'm not sure that just jumping into this willy-nilly is exactly what we should be doing. But ultimately, we should probably know how it works at some point.
That would be good.
And we do have the stones of 2 of our enemies.
I wonder what happens if we use their stones.
Precisely what I was
Abraxas.
thinking.
Do we have a way to hold on to them?
like the pocket dimension thing that Balthazar mentioned?
Well, does that work? That you'd said that he kept them from us. And now we have them. But if we let them out of our sight, do they go back?
I will say to you in this moment, please roll a perception check.
29.
Is anybody else rolling perception?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't
It's
sure
right.
if it was just
It's an optional roll. You don't have to.
okay. 24.
16.
No, that's the wrong button. 29.
Okay. Yenna and Tink. You see You're in the hallway at this point, by the machine. But you see out the corner of your eye the barest amount of movement. There is a stone that Yulie stole from the other Tink. Ostensibly his own stone is currently rolling towards the door,
Tink grabs it.
wherein there are 3 sharp knocks.
Oh, Tink grabs it. Tink grabs it.
I will need you to roll reflex, please.
Grab it, run away. 19.
I didn't realize the stones could roll a 1, but they sure did just then.
Hooray.
Wow.
You dive for the stone. It feels uncomfortably right and cool as you touch it.
Awful. Awful. He grabs it and puts it in, I guess, his other pocket.
Two
one,
pockets, two
one
rocks.
in each pocket.
Separated. Smart.
Cal stands behind you all and, in a low voice, whispers, "There's no one else supposed to come to this house tonight." There are 3 knocks on the door again.
I mean, I wouldn't knock so seriously.
It's not reminiscent of the time Gwynn opened the door, is it? This is something else.
Gwyn, roll society with advantage.
Okie dokie.
Ooh. Where is my society? Sorry. I don't have society. I have so much society. What?
Gwyn figures out she's good at things.
28.
Gwyn, it is exactly like the last time the door knocked. You remember that moment Brick was writing, ostensibly perhaps possessed by the other Tink.
Oh God. That sounds like the other Tink, like the last time we ran into him.
You hear something fidgeting out on the front porch before the metal letterbox opens. "I'm here to parlay."
I don't believe you. I don't know
"I
why
don't
we
care if you
should
believe me. I'm here to parlay."
No.
Shut up.
No, you shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up. I was here first.
I don't
You're
care.
just an imitation.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Of what? Why
tried
aren't you
to shoot
here?
me.
You did shoot me.
The muzzle of the gun pokes through the letterbox.
No, I have the gun back. I got the gun back. Don't you dare. I have the gun again.
I know you've got your gun.
Oh, okay.
He went and got his own gun. He was mad that imitation did get a gun.
Got jealous, went and got his own.
Jesus.
Open the door and let's talk about this like adults.
Parlaying doesn't involve holding people up with guns.
Well, clearly you've given me the wrong impression of it.
Tink just like looks at Cal and Balthazar like, this is your problem. Like,
All I want is the machine.
And the stones.
That's everything.
It's not your lives.
Let me just see.
Balthazar is 100% towards the door.
Where are you going?
He holds up a finger to his mouth as though to say shush to Tink. He's trying to stay out of the eye line of the letterbox.
Tink, I think, will send a message to someone in the group. Might just roll a dice. Might just roll a dice. And I think it's gonna be, we should probably just do it, right? We should probably try.
What, resetting?
I'm gonna roll that again. If Dukes is able to talk, I think it's a Yulie.
Oh,
Hi, sorry, what's happening?
You're so good. Twink showed up.
And
he
is holding
showed up.
everybody at gunpoint through the letterbox of the door.
Yeah, he wants it all back. He wants the machine back. He wants the rocks back. And we have had the option now to try ? To reset the machine. Twink's stone was also rolling towards him. So we gotta do something.
Has anybody
with the...
grabbed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tink's got it right now.
I have it.
Okay.
You've also just been told that the time machine can reset the loop.
Right, I was there for that. Okay.
Okay.
so what does Tink say on his message to Yulie?
We should probably do it. We should probably reset. To him, this seems like the only way out of this situation, not giving Twink the stones.
Yeah, I think. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yulie looks around at everybody and then to Tink gives like the smallest nod.
I think he's gonna do his best to like back away from the door quietly. Because he's got at least 2 he can put in there. Tee oopsie.
Hee.
You're putting 2 stones in the machine?
He's going to start making moves to do it. He's not going to like just start placing things in unless things get hairy without at least visual confirmation from everyone that this is what we should be doing.
The moment that Balthazar gets within like 3 feet of the door, you realize that Original Tink has seen him. Mainly because he immediately goes, "Oh fuck no! I didn't know you were here. Is this where you go every time?" and shoots Balthazar.
Oh. Okay.
And we are in initiative.
Yep. He sure is.
Oh god.
I don't have any spell slots, so I only have cantrips. I'm so bad.
Yeah.
I will say you all do get a surprise round.
Well then maybe
That's
it's
great.
time. Maybe
Cool.
it's time to pick up everything we can in the next 6 to 12 seconds.
Yeah, anyways. I'm going to melt with Eidolon.
Okay, would you like to explain what happens?
Yenna, I think, just screams. And is like going to start running towards the door. Like, she's at a spell slot. She's aware she cannot heal him. So she only has 2 minutes. Heal and kill. But yeah, it's gonna be. I really. You can tell that Spirited Away is my favorite because it's like my brain. It is just like it's the like scale explosion where it's like almost like the flower petals.
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's a really pretty one.
She BLB just like I think it's probably more like BLB like slithers uh around to not just be like on her shoulder. But yeah, they magical girl transformation's always like about like insane bright light.
Hmm.
So there's just like pink and blue uh lights streaking as she runs towards the door. She is going to just honestly try to run through the door at Twink.
Okay,
Y'all can do whatever you're going to do, I guess. she's busy.
you would be able to reach the door
That's
in your
fair.
turn.
Cool.
If you would like to break it down, I need you to roll an attack, please.
Okay. Oh. 16 plus I'm gonna assume fist. 12. So 28.
28. Okay. Please roll damage.
Sweet. 8 bludgeoning.
Alright. You attack the door, and the door cracks beneath your attack. It currently has a giant gouge through it as you are a fury of claws and feathers and scales. Gwyn, what would you like
Hi.
to do with your surprise?
Oh gosh. I think she's torn at the moment between checking her stone and casting a spell, but sorry, I had something, but I'm scared now because yeah, it's so close. So in that case, I think if we're seeing, at the very least, I want to use like a part of my action, to just put like bring her stone closer to the time machine and see if anything happens. Because like it's there to help, right? So is this a case in which it helps? That's what she's trying to.
It immediately starts glowing a multitude of rainbow colors, like it's projecting galaxies onto the walls. The closer you get, the brighter it shines.
Ooh. What happens if she sets it in?
You want to put the stone in the machine?
Like it's not like a complete lock-in, right? She's just like yeah, she's just trying to see how she's doing an experiment, if you will.
Okay. You set it in the little divot that
Uh-huh.
is assigned for the stones to rest. And it is immediately as though the metal comes alive, wrapping around the stone.
Oh shit.
All that light is locked away beneath brass. And the machine begins to spin. It doesn't wait for any other stones to be inserted. The central axis of it turns slow and then faster and faster and faster, and you hear a high-pitched whirring noise as from beyond the doorway, the original Tink screams. No! Give it to me! And you can see him trying to push past Yenna, but unable to because of 1, the mass of Yenna, and 2, the claws of Yenna. A final slot opens at the top of the machine, waiting for 1 more stone. Noelani, I would like you to make a reflex save as
Okay.
Balthazar throws his stone to you.
Oh, natural 20 for 33.
Oh, amazing.
You
Yeah,
like you were made
yeah.
for this, baby! Noelani out here should be playing baseball. You are now in possession of Balthazar's stone. It is a small orb of amber.
I think probably Gwynn catches this before anything actually happens. Like Noelani, catches the stone and like one movement sort of dunks it into the slot. But Gwynn probably catches that there's like trepidation in Noelani's face for whatever reason. We'll explore that later.
It's probably fine.
But you put Balthazar's stone in there?
Yep.
Okay. It sinks down and you see the glass hatch close over it. And the machine begins to make an odd, whimsical, thunking noise. And you can see spiderwebbing cracks begin to appear from beneath it. White light stretching out into shards upon shards. There is 1 button that needs to be pressed on this entire machine. No dials, no levers, just 1 singular button. Yulie, what are you doing?
I pressed the button. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, no. I
Go grab the
grabbed.
shit. Go grab the shit.
We're at the table, right? We're still at the fucking table.
Yeah,
No,
you and
we're
I
in
are
the
both
living
at the
room
table,
next
and neither of
door.
us have had a turn yet.
Yeah.
We're both still at the table. Okay.
I will say you are. All of you were in the hallway for this
Well, yeah.
section.
So there is stuff on the table.
There is stuff on the table.
Run and get.
Yulie, if you would like to try and run and grab it, you have enough movement. It's not that far away. But I will need a reflex save.
There isn't that 20.
There is an available nat 20.
Oh my god.
You can hit the button, dude, and then I can hit the button.
Okay. I'm gonna run back. We had a conversation about how the effect that it had on us for someone else to be in possession of our stones at the reset. And I want to make sure that I go back and grab Abraxas's stone.
Okay.
Before the reset.
Abraxas's stone is the only thing you want to grab?
I want to grab the stone, and I want to grab his journal.
Okay, give me a reflex roll, please.
Okay.
Reflex save.
Come on, girl.
There's the nat 20 if you need it.
You have that nat 20, yeah.
Do you guys want me to use it on that?
I mean,
Well, it was for you.
I like, fingers crossed. I don't think I'm gonna need a nat 20 to hit the button, but we'll see.
Oh god.
Okay, I use it.
Yeah,
use it to grab
I
the
say
stuff.
use it. Let's grab the shit.
Okay, you grab the journal and the stone and run back to the sphere of light that is beginning to envelop the hallway. Tink, what are you doing?
He makes sure that, like, everything that he had in his hands is on his person, that, like, original Tink's rock hasn't tried to escape his pocket. And that he has his own, and hits the button.
I would just like you to roll one singular athletics check to hit the button, please.
Oh my god.
Why would you? Why would you?
Homie's
Why
making
would
you roll to
Why
hit a
would you
button?
do
That's
that?
crazy.
One of 4 untrained skills. My 1 plus 0 on this entire sheet. 12. Fuck you.
You only needed to get above a 10. You press the button!
Thank God. Not leaving it up to a death save. Tink feels super athletic. He super presses the button. Thanks, Deacon. That's right.
Yeah, he nat 20 slams that fucking
He's not
button.
pathetic at all.
You don't struggle with it. You don't struggle with it at all. You just
I don't struggle
slam
even a
your
little
hand on that
bit.
button.
I tried to write the numbers in caps, and they came out as symbols. That's what that was for anyone who caught that on the sidebar.
You hit that button so hard it breaks time.
That's what it's meant to do, thank God.
You see the world that you were in shatter around you to 1,000 pieces strung to the wind. Original Tink disappears. Balthazar disappears. Calriel, just outside of the circle of light, disappears. The hallway and the kitchen are gone, and presumably Zinnia along with them. Carnocht falls away into nothing but dust. And for a long while, it feels like you're falling. The only thing grounding you, the machine. Yenna, you are only just within the realm of that sphere of light. By still being on this side of the doorway. But I will give you a choice. And if you wish to stay within the sphere of light, or if you wish to not stay within the sphere of light. You are right on the edge of it because you're right by Balthazar.
I rolled well.
You're going to stay within the sphere of light?
I'm gonna stay in the sphere.
Okay. The light around you slowly resolves into bare grassland and shrubbery. That very quickly, as though the world is moving around you at a speed that you can't comprehend, becomes the foundations of a house. You see people constructing it. You see the movement of citizens. You see the house of Zinnias build itself around you. People live there, laugh there, die there. Families come in and out. Until it all stops, and you are left in a dusty hallway, with midday sun streaming through the window. The house is silent and empty. And that is where we are leaving this session. Thank you all so much for coming. This has been episode 18, season 2 of Hellions of Carnocht. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us. Welcome to a
Screaming.
new loop, motherfuckers.
Ah!
If you like what you've seen in this session, please consider giving us a follow, giving us a subscribe. You get new emotes now. We didn't talk about that at the beginning, but Nick made a bunch of emotes.
Yeah.
And
Had
they're
them for
great.
last week. I think I had them all, or almost all of them for last week.
Almost all of them for last week, but I'm saying it again, it bears repeating. And also, if you want to hang out with us, we have a Discord.
Ooh.
Which I never plug, so there you go.
Because I do it at the end of the episode.
We also have VODs if you would like to catch up on YouTube, and Streamlabs just beat me to saying that.
No, Nick beat you to saying it
Yeah.
via Streamlabs.
Thank you, everybody, and good night. See you soon.
Bye.
See you next
Bye.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.